Pain, and I am going to show you how to build this right here. What this is what I call a hidden boat ladder. Basically, this is the top of a vertical transportation, and this is all that's exposed. One pressure plate and one half stair, and everything else is completely hidden. None of it's in the walls or anything like that. It is all completely underground, so you can put this pretty much wherever you want. See? What the finished product looks like is this. This is it from the top when it's closed, like this. So all of this wire can be hidden underground or in walls wherever you want. And the actual transportation is using boats. If you, there's a couple things that you need to know about boats. One is, no matter which direction you're facing, boats, when they're placed, always face the same direction. So that's one thing that you need to take into consideration when you're building this. And another thing is boats are bigger than one block by all sides, so you can rest them on the corner or edge of a block like this if you create if from very high up, at least 2 blocks up, you place the boat, then it will be aligned correctly and it'll almost be floating. And the last thing, of course, is if you right click on a boat, you jump into it, and this allows for quick vertical transportation by just repeatedly getting into boats. You need this stair here because when you're inside of this thing, you are half a block down, so you can't jump out. So you need the stair there to get out, and then the pressure plate is to close it up again. As long as you don't move too much while you're in the boats, they will stay aligned and they will not break. The only thing you have to worry about is this stair needs to be aligned with the way the boats face, like that. Or else, if you place the stair there and have 2 solid blocks here, you will end up damaging yourself. So I'm just going to quickly run through what all is going on here. If you guys want, I can update this video with me actually building it step by step, but I think going through it like this should be a good enough explanation. So the main thing that's happening is right here. We can get rid of most of this wood. This is just for show. Okay, so you have 2 pistons here, 2 sticky pistons, and then you have a sticky piston there facing up, and any block at all. Generally it'd be matching the floor, but I just kept it colored with the wool. And then another piston over here that isn't pushing anything, and this is to make sure that when these retract, the boat gets pushed back into place. Otherwise, the boat will end up over here, and you might end up suffocating yourself, or hurting yourself at least. Okay, so right now, the top is open. Oops, so you can get out. Okay, let's call this off, for consistency's sake. So when it's off, see off, then everything is retracted, except for this piston right here, which is on an inverter. And then when it goes to on, oops, the first thing that happens is this torch right here. This block gets powered first. Wire goes through here and powers this block first, and then has to go around and power this block. So this block gets powered and powers these two pistons, and then also powers this piston, but it's on an inverter, so it gets depowered. And these two are at 1 tick delay extra because of this torch here. So then when these move at the exact same time, that moves back. Okay, so that will pull the boat back and push this piston here and the orange wool is what this block does. And then after that, it goes to this block, which powers the orange wire. And all that does is after it goes down here, goes into a repeater, powers this block, and then after this piston here is pushed by these two, after it's pushed over here, then it'll be adjacent to the orange block, and it'll get powered so it can push this up. And that essentially closes it. And then, once power is cut off again, it does it in the reverse order. So first, this block loses power, so the piston retracts, and then second, these lose power so that it can pull them back, leaving it open, and then it pushes the boat back into place. So then all you need to do is attach this to an RS NOR latch, which is this, and all this does is holds a state. So if you give it power for a short amount of time, it keeps the power. So like if I power this, okay, it's powering that wire, and then get rid of it, it keeps the power because this torch is on. And the reason this torch can be on is because wire goes into this block, turning off this torch, which turns off this wire, so this torch can stay on. And then vice versa. It powers this wire, which turns off this torch, which allows that torch to stay on. And then you need to, after you have this hooked up to an RS NOR latch, you want the off state to be at the floor, down there, so that when you're at the bottom, everything's turned off so it's open, and then the on state to be attached to the top, which is just right here. Just like this. And that is the gist of it. If you guys liked this or think this is a neat idea or want to see more, leave me a comment, thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know you want a tutorial, and I'll be happy to actually build one of these for you. It does look pretty big right now, but I wasn't trying to make it as compact as possible. Like this wire could be fed under here and stuff like that. But I thought it would be better to show it a bit more spread out so you could understand it. And these don't need to be here. Anyways, this is the hidden boat elevator tutorial. Hope you guys, or boat ladder tutorial, hope you guys enjoyed it. And let me know what you think.